Here are the scraps that I'm working with from this week. I have some chipboard scraps. I have some of that craft paper scraps, and then some of the paper from that collection. And let's see real quick. Let's go through this. I have some gold metallic. I have a lot of things that I could use as cut-aparts. I even have scrap wire. I probably have more scrap wire than that. So what am I going to turn this into? I'm not sure why this is in there. That's from last week. But anyway, this is what I have to work with. What will I make? Okay, we'll come back and see. I found this pack of Jot notebooks in my stash. I know that they've been around for a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and completely change these with those scraps that I just showed you. Let's see real quick. These are flimsy covers, and the paper is okay, but the covers are very flimsy. I'm going to change these, completely change them. They're cute, but they're flimsy. So I will change them completely. Let's see what I come up with. All right, let's go ahead and take apart one of these notebooks. And all I'm going to do is clip off the wires on each end that are, you know, folded or bent or whatever that is. And then I'm just going to take it out like that. Unspiral it. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, and that's it. So you have that taken apart. So you can keep the covers. I'm not. I may keep them for something else. Maybe put them in my chipboard. But I'm really not going to use these for this. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and cut chipboard down for the covers, for the new covers, because we're going to cut this paper down as well. The new cover chipboard, you need it's 4.5 inches tall by 3 1/8 wide. I'm going to have the chipboard a little bit bigger than the cover. Okay, so then the paper. So we're going to cut the paper down to 4.5 inches. Actually, so that chipboard should be, sorry guys, is that going to work? Yeah. So I have the chipboard a little bit wider than the paper. It's still the same length as the paper. So if you want to, you can add 1/8 to the chipboard. But I have my chipboard at 4.5 inches tall by 3 1/8. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to cut the paper down to 4.5 inches. And all you're going to do is cut that top off. Okay. All you're going to do is basically, you can put a few of them in there and cut that top off. And you're going to do that with all of them. Okay? 4.5 inches is what I cut it all to. And so I do have a pile here from another notebook that I've already cut out. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my covers. I had to really scrimp to find paper in those scraps to make this work, but I am going to glue my paper onto the chipboard, and you just want to make sure it's the same size as whatever you cut out for your chipboard covers. Okay, and just go ahead and glue those, make sure it lines up. Sorry guys. And then, gosh, she's so cute. I don't want to glue her, but I have more. So, oh well. So we're just, you know, remaking these little notebooks and making them cute. You see how this works. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, got it kind of crooked on that one. We get it lined up. Okay. All right, that's lined up. We got our paper cut. We're going to go ahead and get our cinch out. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to go ahead and add this. I'm going to add it after we cinch bind it. Okay, let me get my cinch out. My baby cinch. Okay, so this is 3 1/8 inches. So you want to make sure that you put it in the 3 1/8. Oh, and I got to make sure that this is what I want to do. And I forgot to do, guys. I am disorganized this morning, so I forgot to cover the, I have to have 2 covers, okay? So let me see real quick what I want. She's so pretty. If I did that, you wouldn't even have to have another cut apart, but there's a method to my madness. I want matchy things, so I'm trying to match up. So okay, we're going to cover her up. So I am just going to go ahead and glue this cover, and then we will punch. Oh my goodness, I am not with it this morning. Bear with me, guys. You know, I really love making things over from Dollar Tree, you know, taking them and just making them look better. Oh, my Lord. I've got stuff going on over here. I haven't had enough coffee today, and yeah, I need some more coffee. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punch. I'm going to let those dry a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and punch the pages. Remember, they are only 3 inches wide, okay? So you're going to keep that in mind when you're punching them. And I'm going to go ahead and punch those pages 3 inches wide. Ooh, that's going to take it. You got to be real careful when you're punching them, because that is those 6. I mean, you're getting 6 holes in there, and it's almost to the edge. So you need to be real careful when you're punching these. I got a big stack this time. I'm going to punch this one twice. Okay. There we go. Punch that twice. Make sure that you've got those little punch bits, whatever they are, punched out of there. Okay. All right. Now I can do my covers. And it really doesn't matter which way I'm going with the covers. Remember, these are 3 1/8 inch wide. So you're going to make sure you have that. And then 3 1/8. Ooh, almost messed that up. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bind this, and I do have 6. I'm using a 5/8 of an inch. Oh my goodness, my little tub of things came out. Everything's happening this morning, so I'm going to use a 5/8 of an inch wire. I guess I need to change that out. You see what I'm talking about? Let me stop and change. Let me go ahead and dump these. Oh my goodness. So I haven't changed this thing out in a while, and look, it is full. I'll take care of the rest of that later after we're finished. But yeah, that thing's full. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my paper on here. These little notebooks, I can't remember how many sheets of paper they have on them because I threw away the wrapper. I'm trying to see which one do I want on the front. I think I want this on the front and then this on the back. Okay. So all I'm going to do is rebind these. Perfect little circle. That's what I love about the Mini Cinch. It does it right every time. Okay, guys. Let me clean this up real quick. I know that's going to drive a lot of people crazy, me too included. So, having all of that. Okay, so there's our little remade notebook. So we went from this to this. What do you think? And it's kind of hard to see. Let me see real quick. Got another little glue pad. From this to this, what do you think? And I'm not finished because I want to go ahead, and I'm thinking that might be too wide. You know what? So I'm going to go with my little Santa. And there's a reason I want that. I want another little Santa because I want a matching little notebook set. Like that. I want a matching little set. So I am going to continue to make this stuff off camera, and I'm going to come back and show you my matching sets. I'm also going to make some packaging to put this stuff in, and it would make a cute little gift. Anyway, I'll be right back. My intention was to make this little sock grocery bag to house all of the notebooks that I made, but then I found out that I didn't make it, but I was measuring and I knew that this would not fit in, it was too wide to fit in there. But you will see the sock grocery bag next week in the traditional red and green Christmas. Anyway, let's go through what I made with some of the scraps. And I still have a bunch of scraps left over, but let me show you. Okay, I also had scrap rings left over. And I had these cute little sticky notes. And I just made it work. And I made myself a little template because I did have to use the large cinch to cinch this, okay? And I just made a template, and you guys, if you know me, I match this up on the center line of the big cinch for really small ones like this, and I paper clip this template to whatever I'm going to punch out, and that's how I do that, okay? So I'm just showing you my little template. It's as wide as this, but it's longer in order to fit it into the machine. Okay, so there you go, something cute. Just, this is a 5/8 inch ring and just leftover chipboard and paper, and that's what I did with that. And so I wanted these matching sets. I know this is kind of hard to see. Let me grab something real quick because it's blending in with my background on my desk. Let's do this. So I wanted matching sets, and pardon the glare. And so here is what I came up with. This is the large sticky notepad, the small one, and then here's just a little notebook. How cute is that? And I planned on packaging it together in that bag, but I'm going to have to find something else to package these. But aren't they cute? I mean, that is a super cute set. Okay, let's keep going. We have more. So then I had other pieces of chipboard that, you know, were bigger, and so I decided to make this because I had the 4 rings that were scraps, and I did have to use the big cinch, but I just lined it up with the slider on 1 inch and just the first 4 punched, and it worked out perfectly. Okay, and then here's the matching set for that. And here's the big sticky notepad, and then the little notebook, and then the little one. Look how cute. Now, I feel like I should have put some of the gold accent to kind of carry the theme through, but this was so small, I didn't know how I would do that. Actually, I could have, you know, put solid paper on here and then cut out a piece of that in the gold and could have done it that way, but I didn't. So here they are. Those are super cute. And then here is what I have for this set. Remember, this is the notebook. This is this notebook from Dollar Tree, those Jot notebooks, and I converted it to this and made it in from this to this. Very, very pretty, I think. Anyway, so there's my little notebook for that one that we made earlier in the week. And then here's the conversion from today, from this to this, which I think is really amazing. It looks pretty darn good. Now, Santa, I didn't find anything to coordinate with him, so he's by himself. Oh well, you know, that's okay. And then this little angel, the little sticky pad note holder, and then I converted one of those Dollar Tree pads to this. So I think I did great for this paper for this week. I made all of this. So and I made these two, but I don't consider those going with the sugar plum pink. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces that I feel pretty comfortable with putting in the boutique. So what do you think of all of which is your favorite? So let's review them real quick. Comment below. We're going to go, here's Santa by himself. Super cute, the little notebook. I want you to vote which one's your favorite. Here's the little angel and which project was your favorite from this week? But anyway, which one is your favorite out of these? And then another version of Santa. He's an old version of Santa, very old, like St. Nicholas type. And then here's the deer. Okay. Hopefully there's not too much glare. And then here's this version of Santa. Okay, which one is your favorite? Let me know, comment below. Okay, there were 5 different versions. Okay, guys, I will see you on Tuesday. This video's long. All right, bye.